Coming up in this Brightline construction update. This update will look at the highlights of the construction of Brightline's Orlando line as seen from State Road 528. This line runs from Orlando International Airport to where it will join into the existing Florida East Coast Railway main line in Cocoa. I start here at Narcoossee Road. The ramp leading to the bridge over the road begins here. The exit ramp will be relocated to go between these supports. Once that happens, the remaining portion of the earthen ramp will be built where the current exit ramp is. Crews continue to work on the supports here on the east side of Narcoossee that will take the tracks over the entrance ramp. Next up is the bridge over the OUC CSX Stanton branch line. A connection between that rail line and Brightlines will be built here as well. For a more detailed look at the progress here, along with Narcoossee Road and Dallas Boulevard, check out the link above. Work continues here on the bridge over the Econlockhatchee River. They are currently finishing installing the necessary pilings. A box culvert for Little Creek has already been completed. Here is a signal bungalow that was recently installed near Dallas Boulevard. Here is another bungalow near the Dallas Toll Plaza. Those concrete pedestals will eventually have signals and other associated equipment installed on them. This is the location of the massive borrow pits where a large portion of the dirt required for the project is coming from. Pits like this are standard for construction in Florida since there are no hills to remove dirt from and for drainage needs in the long term. This area is also a staging location for equipment and other materials, such as the signal bungalows stored behind these trees. This area is one of my favorites to drive by on the route. The majority of the earthwork has been completed here, and the brush between the roadway and the route has also been cleared out, giving a great view. It's not hard to imagine one of Brightline's trains flying through here. Here's another recently installed bungalow. At State Road 520, a crane has arrived since my last video at this location. Work on the bridge here should now begin in earnest. The rest of this video is a continuous drive all the way to where the tracks will cross over Interstate 95. Here at Second Creek, work continues on preparing these pilings for the bridge beams. At Jim Creek, it appears that all of the work on the pilings is complete, so the arrival and installation of the beams should be the next major activity here. All through this area, crews are still working on the concrete wall on the far edge of the route, separating it from Narcoossee Wildlife Management Area. The pilings are all in here for the bridge crossing the Narcoossee Access Road. Pilings are still going in here at Taylor Creek. In this area, crews are beginning to shape the final profile for the route. An area wide enough for 2 tracks is being built along the wall. Between that area and the roadway, a ditch is being built. This area will eventually become additional lanes for traffic as the 528 is widened. Here's the work on the St. Johns River bridges. The start of the concrete wall on this side of the route is where a short ramp begins to take the tracks over the river. Lots of work is still ongoing here, installing pilings and building up the earthen sections of the river crossing. The rest of the way to Cocoa, work has finally begun to start forming the route. Since the brush was cleared here last year, minimal work has been completed on this section of the line. Dirt is being brought in to raise the area, so it's getting easier to envision the route instead of it just being a flat area. The ramp to get the tracks over Interstate 95 starts here. The tracks cross over Pine Street here. And finally, here's where the tracks will cross over Interstate 95. Thanks for watching. Be sure to hit the like button and subscribe. Also check out my social media pages.